Hello, everyone. I hope everyone has had a marvelous day today. I am coming to you tonight to read Habakkuk. I am not going to read the whole thing, but I just want to expound on some of the things that I feel that may be helpful to you. Now, Habakkuk is one of the 12 minor prophets back in the Old Testament. He was around, I think, during the time of King Jehoiakim, like the 7th century, right before the Babylonians invaded Jerusalem. So, this is basically Habakkuk's talking about all the violence and fighting, arguing, things that's going on around him. He's stating that justice is paralyzed. Basically, who can come in and help? And he's asking God, why aren't you doing something about this? So, this is Habakkuk's complaint to God. How long, O Lord, must I call for help, but you do not listen? Violence is everywhere I cry, but you do not come to save. Must I forever see the evil deeds? Why must I watch all this misery? Wherever I look, I see destruction and violence. I am surrounded by people who love to argue and fight. The law has become paralyzed, and there is no justice in the courts. The wicked far outnumber the righteous, so that justice has become perverted. And this is God's reply to Habakkuk. Look around at the nations. Look and be amazed, for I am doing something new in your day. Something you wouldn't believe, even if someone told you. I am raising up the Babylonians, a cruel and violent people. They will march across the world and conquer other lands. They are notorious for their cruelty and do whatever they like. Their horses are swifter than cheetahs and fiercer than wolves at dusk. Their charioteers charge from far away. Their hordes advance like a desert wind, sweeping captives ahead of them in the sand. They scoff at the kings and princes and scorn all their fortresses. They simply pile ramps of earth against their walls and capture them. They sweep past like the wind and are gone, but they are deeply guilty, for their own strength is their God. So they don't depend on the God of heaven. Babylonia doesn't. They depend on their strength. That's their God. Their idols are their gods. Okay, this is Habakkuk's second complaint. O Lord, my God, my Holy One, you are external. Surely you do not plan to wipe us out. O Lord, our rock, you have sent these Babylonians to correct us, to punish us for our many sins. But you are pure and cannot stand the sight of evil. Will you wink at their treachery? Should you be silent while the wicked swallow up people more righteous than they? Are we only fish to be caught and killed? Are we only sea creatures that have no leader? Must we be strong on their hooks and caught in their nets while they rejoice and celebrate? Then they will worship their nets and burn incense in front of them. These nets are the gods who have made us rich. They will claim, will you let them get away with this forever? Will they succeed forever in their heartless conquests? I will climb up to my watchtower and stand at my guard post. There I will wait to see what the Lord says. and how he will answer my complaint. So this is God's second reply to Habakkuk. Then the Lord said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets, so that a runner can carry the correct message to the others. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. Look at the proud. They trust in themselves, and their lives are crooked. But the righteous will live by their faithfulness to God. But the righteous will live by their faithfulness to God. And that's what many of us are trying to be, faithful and righteous to God. Wealth is treacherous, and the arrogant are never at rest. They open their mouths as wide as the grave, and like death, they are never satisfied. In their greed, they have gathered up many nations and swallowed many people. But soon their captors will taunt them. They will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you, thieves? Now you will get what you deserve. You've become rich by extortion, but how much longer can this go on? Suddenly, your debtors will take action. They will turn on you and take all you have, while you stand trembling and helpless because you have plundered many nations. Now all the survivors will plunder you. You committed your murder throughout the countryside and fulfilled the towns with violence. What sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly? You believe your wealth will buy security, putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger. But by the murders you committed, you have shamed your name and forfeited your lives. The very stones in the walls cry out against you, and the beams in the ceilings echo the complaint. Okay, so basically, Habakkuk was complaining about the violence that's going on in Jerusalem. And God basically told him, I'm going to send you a vision. And when I send you a vision, I need you to write it down on the tablets. Make it plain for the others to understand it. So I had a vision board on my wall. One day I was at work and listening, I can't even remember what it was I was listening to, but it came up in my spirit like, you have a vision board. I was like, I said, yes, I do. And the next thing came up in me was like witchcraft. I was like, oh my God. So needless to say, that was on my mind at work. I left work early to get home to snatch that thing off the wall. I rolled it up like a scroll and burned it. And I sat outside praying and asking God for forgiveness. Now, this is just what came up in my spirit, what he told me. And he made me read Habakkuk, the first and second chapter, over 3 times until I got it. And he said, now, many people read that, write it down, make it plain. Many Christians read that incorrectly. They're telling you, Christians, the pastors have always told us, write it down, write your vision down, make it plain. That's not what he's saying. He was waiting on a vision from God to write it down. And God wanted him to make it plain to the people to be able to understand the vision. Now, this is just for me, like I say. I'm just putting it out there for some people that may think the same thing. And as he told me, many people get that verse wrong. Christianity has always taught it wrong. So, a vision board is like a wish list, a personal goal. It's basically like you're telling God what you want for your life. And so I had to just really rethink all that. A lot of stuff I had to rethink. Because I'm like, oh God, Christianity has really destroyed us. Like, really. So, I have wrote down some notes. In Christianity, motivational speaking, or even prosperity teaching, twist this into by telling you to write your dreams or goals down so God can fulfill them. It's like telling God what you want rather than what God has spoken over your life. You are telling God what you want. You must go into prayer and seek God. And that's what he told me. He said, that's why you come to prayer with me. He said, I already know what you want before you come. I just want you to come and seek me. Spend time with me. Pray with me. And ask for what you want. And he said, you don't have to write it down. He already knows what you want before you come. Why would you write it down when he's already spoken over your life? So, you must go into prayer and seek God and ask for the things you want. Making vision boards can slip into witchcraft. You are attempting to control your outcome by spiritual means instead of yielding to God's sovereignty, God's supreme being, his authority. God, the ultimate creator, the controller and ruler of our lives. So we have to go in and ask for his will or permission to get things. We can't just go making a vision board and put it there and then say, hey, God, I want all this on this vision board. He's going to be looking at you like, oh yeah? So you trying to tell me what to do? You trying to tell me how to fulfill your life? But I have written down some verses for you. Jeremiah 1-5. Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Psalms 32:8. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Philippians 1:6. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day Yeshua returns. Matthew 6:10. Thy will be done. We must surrender to God and not to the flesh. So, I was just bringing you some of the things that I had, God had encountered with God that he brought up in my spirit and that he spoke to me. And I wrote it down in one of my tablets. I have so many tablets, I can't find the correct one. But he brought that up about that vision board, and I was like, witchcraft. So, all I can say is seek God in everything that you do. You don't have to write it down and make it plain for him, because he already knows before you come to him. He just wants you to come in prayer and seek him. So, everyone have a blessed night. I love everyone. If you have not given your life to God, please do so. Time is running down. It's winding down. And we don't have much longer. And he said these will be like the days of Noah. And guess what? They are the days of Noah. He said when he come back, people will still be eating, drinking, and partying and marrying. Going about their daily lives. So I would love for everyone's soul to be saved. If you need me or need to speak to me or anything you need, just message me. I love you. You have a blessed night. Good night.